Morning everyone. So this is where the van build starts to really start to take shape. There's still a lot of sort of walls and installation and stuff to do on that side, but you have to start building, you know, somewhere and completing. So I've got my two shower walls in. The shower tray is more or less cut. It just needs to go back a few more millimeters. That wall is going to be clad with another sheet of ply, and then the PVC board. The PVC board I'm putting straight onto these. The shower's going to be mounted down there. The pipes are going to come into the garage. I was going to build a frame all the way up these, but I didn't really see the need for me. This one, for instance, that's held pretty solid because it is held all the way down there. It's going to be held at the bottom under the shower tray. It's held at the top, and then this one is going to be held at the top with cupboards. I am putting a frame across here, and then there's going to be another furniture board across here where the kitchen is going. But just talking about scribing, really, this piece of wood here keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I used it to scribe these. I just keep cutting it and cutting it and cutting it, and it's about as small as it's going to be able to get just now. And so that is the end panel for my seat bench. I've had to take provision of the driver's seat coming back, so I've had to take about another 2 inch off that. I've tried to make my radiuses a little bit bigger for the T-trim. That one's probably a little bit sharp, but it'll be okay. And I'm going to finish it off there. I wanted to make this a little bit higher here, because then you can put cushions against that and relax, but also my table is going to be mounted on the back of that. I'm having one of those, I can't remember what make you call them now, but the completely adjustable 360 adjustable table leg. So I'm going to cut that from a piece of furniture board which was left over from that. I'll try and get it with as little waste as possible, and then I can use some of the bits for cupboard fronts. This is going to be like a switch panel here. It's going to have the Truma panel on it, etc. And then I think I'm going to put 2 little cupboard doors on there. These cupboards are not going to be huge, but it's just the shape of the van. I've got to try and create a piece of ply to go across here that will be carpeted and somehow fix it. That's going to be kind of like the next job. Then there'll be furniture board under here, and then I'm going to use some of I bought some of this, and I think I'm going to use this quite a bit. So that's going to be on there like that. Yeah, so that's where I'm up to today, and it's a bit more interesting, I suppose, really. I'm not a carpenter, so I'm just kind of like doing the best I can as I'm going along. So that piece that I was showing you in the van, that was scribed round, here we are. My furniture board. Scribe a nice heavy pencil mark round it. I think for me, wherever possible, cut the straight lines with a circular saw. So this line here is going to be straight. That's obviously a finished edge. This little bit here is going to be straight. And then protect your finished sides with masking tape, just where you're going to run with the jigsaw, and it'll just protect it from the jigsaw sole plate. You could put masking tape under there, but it's going to wear off pretty quick. And so there we are, that's my finished piece. It just needs a little bit of sanding, and it's going to have T-trim on it. See this corner here, I just needed to you can't really see that, I just needed to put a 60-degree cut on there, and then as you'll see when we push it in, see how it, and then that will be secured. Got pocket screw holes already in this frame, so that will all be secured there. So I'm really pleased with that. And obviously the other thing I've done is, if I can do it with one hand, made provision for the driver's seat to come back. But unless you're a very large person, I will never ever have the seat in that position while I'm driving. I suppose maybe one day it does leave provision for if you spin it round. But there we go. So yeah, it's taken me probably a couple of hours to do that, but the end result is pretty good, really. You know, it's as good as you get, and let's call it factory. I wanted to leave some on there, and I'm hoping that my cushion will come to about there. So yeah, just spend your time. It's worth spending the time getting the scribing correct. A couple of those screws, I can move those screws further along so that I can put button caps on them. Can't put a button cap on that there. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. It's coming along quite well.